Hello to everyone. Thank you very much for attending to today's webinar. My name is Alvaro Mocholi. I'm responsible for international sales for the company Grecom Technologies. And I'm going to be the person that is going to be conducting today's webinar, where we're going to be approaching all the different artificial intelligence solutions that we have for the banking sector. Just to remind you that we're going to be recording the webinar. So for those people that were not able to attend to today's webinar, we can share the link so they can view the video. And also we will send a copy of the presentation that we're going to be using on today's webinar. Okay. So first of all, I would like to do a brief introduction of our company. Okay, Grecom Technologies is a company that is specialized in developing real-time image analytics. We are very specialized on thermal imaging, although we are also have different solutions for day and night cameras. Okay, and then we also market solutions from other developers. Okay, but most of the solutions that we have in our portfolio has been developed by us. Okay. We can offer over 30 different analytics in our portfolio, which I will explain you in a very short term. Okay. We export to 64 countries. Our main areas is the Middle East is one of our biggest markets. United States and Canada will be also very strong for us. South America and south of Europe, it will be the most consolidated areas for us. We can offer the entire chain of value. That means that we have our own R&D department, which is responsible for developing our own solutions, but also is responsible for customizing the solutions according to the client's needs. Whenever we go to a very big project, in most of the cases, we need to adapt or we need to customize the solution according to the requirements of our clients. So we also have the capacity or we have the possibility of customizing our solutions. Also, we have a department responsible for integrating all the different solutions that we have with existing security platforms, VMSs, cameras, access control platforms, and so on. Okay, alarm monitoring centers. So in a way that having this department allow us to approach or to be able to sell our solutions to any potential project that might come up to us. Also, we have our pre-sales department, which is responsible for supervising that all the projects that we get involved, the cameras are correctly deployed, the connections, and so on. And then, of course, we have our after-sales department and project maintenance, which is responsible for maintaining or solving any potential problems or any problems that might show up with our analytics. These are right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a very brief resume of all the different solutions that we have in our portfolio. So we have perimeter surveillance solutions. We have solutions for thermal imaging cameras, for PTC cameras, and then also for day and night cameras, which will be the perimeter lookout with artificial intelligence. Also, we have solutions for marine surveillance. Here is to detect the small boats or floating objects. We usually use these solutions for offshore platforms, ports, and dams, and so on. Then we have two VMSs, one with artificial intelligence, which I will explain you later on, and another one, which is the conventional VMS, which is recording 24/7, and then also recording all the events that all the different analytics that are connected to the VMS are generating. Okay. Also, we have cybersecurity. In this case, we are very specialized in data loss prevention. I will explain you later on also. Also, we have the face recognition solutions. So here we have access control, we have demographic analysis, VIP recognition, loyalty programs, blacklist detection, and so on. Then on the automation and safety, we also have plenty of solutions. We have the protective emergency equipment monitors. So that is a solution that what it does, it monitors that all the employees that enter into the facility, they are wearing the right security equipment, such as helmets, glasses, protective boots, reflecting vest, and so on. Then we have, for example, the cell monitor, which is a solution for solar panels. This is to monitor that all the panels are working at the generating all the energy they're supposed to, and all those that are not performing as expected, we can detect it by thermal imaging. The flame is monitoring the flames on the oil and gas industry, but it's not just analyzing the flame, it is also analyzing the color of the smoke, the color of the flame, the size of the flame, and so on. And then we have the tank monitor, which is to analyze or to monitor the level of capacity levels of the tanks, and also the isolation aging of the tanks. The transformer, this is a solution to monitor power substations. So here what we can do is we can detect any electrical components that overheat on a substation. Engine monitor is a solution to monitor the different components or overheating components on a production chain. A leak detector is to detect gas leakage, and the catenary is a solution to monitor the catenary on the railway network. Also, we have solutions for fire prevention. We have the temp threshold, which is for industrial scenarios, and the watchman is a solution for forest scenarios. And then we have also analytics for the retail, which is the on-trace. This is just to monitor the traffic of the people within the premise. Okay, so this is a brief resume of all the different solutions that we can offer. And right now, we're going to start with the solutions that we can offer for the banking sector. Okay, the first solution that I would like to do is to introduce you is Aware, which is our VMS with artificial intelligence. This has been certified by the ISO 27001 and also was the Red Dot Smart Product winner in 2021. Okay. So what is VMS with artificial intelligence? Okay, as you know, most of the most common VMSs on the market, basically what they do is they record 24 hours, 7 days a week. And then also what they do is they record all the events that the analytics that are connected to such a VMS are generating, okay? The key problem that you have with these traditional VMSs is that whenever you want to do some forensic analysis, you have to go through hours and hours of recording in order to be able to come up with the video or with the images that you're looking for. VMS with artificial intelligence, basically what it does is, as you are recording, is classifying the object. So for instance, let me put an example. Imagine that is a vehicle. Okay, the VMS is going to classify the object as a vehicle. It's going to record the license plate number. It's going to record the color of the car, the type of car, if it's a car, a van, a motorcycle, a truck, a bus, and so on. And then also the model of the vehicle. Okay, so can also be done with humans. Whenever it detects a human, we'll classify it as a human. We'll record the face of that person. Then we'll classify the gender, if it's a female or if it's a male. And then also what it will do is we'll record or we'll classify the type of clothing and the color of the clothing. So whenever you want to do some smart search, the only thing that you need to do, you need to get into the search tool, enter what you're looking for, and then automatically the VMS, what it's going to do is going to bring out all the images or all the videos that match with your search criteria. So the key advantage of this VMS is that it speeds up or improves the efficiency on time whenever you want to do some forensic analysis is much faster, okay? And also this VMS, one key advantage that it has is includes, besides the license of the VMS, also includes 4 analytics license. You have perimeter surveillance, face recognition, license plate recognition, and sound analytics. So you have Besides the VMS license, you also have 4 analytics included into the VMS. Okay. Also, what you can do is with this VMS, you can do people tracking. So always, as long as the person that you are searching for has passed through the cameras that are connected to the VMS, we can figure out the tracking of that person. So we can know how that person moved within the premise of the within the facility. Okay. Here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the architecture. So we have several options. Here, what we can do is we can have we can go with our own cameras. The key advantage of our cameras is that includes analytics and recording into the camera, so everything is embedded. As for recording, you can have 30, 60, 90, or 120 days. Okay. And in case you use our own cameras are directly connected through the cloud, so you can access to the cameras in real time or access to the recording through the cloud. Through any device that is connected to the internet, you will be able to access. In case that the project that you would like to introduce this solution already has cameras, we can also work on that. The only thing that you will need is what we call it the cloud connector, which is a server where the analytics and the recording will be downloaded. Okay, and in order to access to the cameras or to the recordings, the only thing that you need to do is to have your own like the equipment to be connected on the same network as the server. Okay, we have our own API or interface where you can manage all the different all the video. Okay, so here what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a video of the search tool so you know how it works.
Welcome to AvoWare. Today we're going to cover search. Search is a tool that allows us to search for specific events that may have occurred across one or multiple cameras. This allows us to search for things like the appearance of a person or a vehicle, a line cross event where a vehicle or person has crossed a specific virtual line that we've drawn, loitering events where a person or a vehicle may have been stationary for too long in one place, indicating something like an idling vehicle that may be outside of a loading dock or outside of an airport, or a person that may just be acting suspiciously in an area that they should not be. We can also alert on sound detection, and this leverages the onboard sound detection in our AvoWare cameras that can detect things like glass breaks, loud noises, smoke alarms, and many more audio models that are being added with each release. So, for example, if we were to create a line cross search, what we can do is we can choose what kind of objects we want to search for. We can stick with any or go down to a specific person. This person can be specified based on gender or based on the attire that they're wearing in the top or the lower quadrant of their body, and you can combine both colors as well, looking for people in uniforms or based on a description that was given by a third party. We can also leverage an image. If someone has captured a cell phone image of this person or vehicle, we can upload that in order to do a search based on these detections. Then we can choose where we want to do this detection. So this detection can take place, for example, on a camera in a parking lot. It could also happen inside of a building. So if we were looking for people that may have been in front of a register, we can choose one or multiple cameras and then choose the line that we want these objects to be crossing in order to qualify for the detection. We can choose the direction of travel of this object. And in the case of something like a convenience store, if we're just looking for anyone that is walking out, as this person just did in this example, we can unclick the entering direction so that we're only looking for the direction of travel out the door. And then we can choose the time period that we're searching for. This can be anywhere from specific minutes down to a block of time that may be days or hours. And in our case, when we're just looking for the last 30 minutes worth of search, we're presented with all of the events that correspond to our search criteria. So in our case, we're looking for people that are exiting And if I highlight over that video, we're going to see the people that are exiting. I can click into this video to see it in greater detail. This will allow me to see not only the event that occurred, but the object within our floor plan as that user exits this building. I can then click to act on that activity. But we can also see in our parking lot as a person was crossing that virtual line that we created. So this allows us to very quickly get to the events that matter to us and then act on them. These different video clips that we have captured here can then be exported. So we can take the relevant information by clicking the plus, and we can choose to share or save. So we can export this as an MP4. We can share this as a publicly accessible link. We can bookmark it so that these video clips do not get deleted by typical retention. And of course, we can also do similarity searches if we want to look for people that are similar to the objects that have been detected in these environments. Now, you're also presented with the ability to create a rule. We have a whole nother section dedicated to creating rules based off of searches as well as other parameters. I implore you to check that out.
Okay, now we're gonna move on to the second solution that we can offer. So this is the face recognition, okay? So here, what we can do is we can offer a solution that we can guarantee a 99.87% of accuracy on wild faces and 98.6% with face mask. And this is a statistic, so this is a percentage that has been certified by the NIST, which is the National Institute of Standards and Technology. This is not a figure that we have come out with. This is something that has been certified, okay? We follow with all the privacy regulations that are required for the face recognition. One of the key advantages of this solution is the speed. I mean, we are among the fastest solutions on the market on detecting. And then also one of the lowest with processing requirements. I mean, we save about 20% on the processing requirement versus some other solutions available on the market. It can work on premise, it can work on cloud or hybrid. Okay, we have our own API, but also we have our own SDK in case that we need to integrate this solution with an existing VMS or an existing access control platform. Works with all the operating systems such as Windows, Mac, Linux, Android, and iOS. Okay, and then here I'm gonna show you. This is a chart of the result of the NIST test. So as you can see here on the upper right corner is the solution. Okay, so if you see the vertical on the chart, this is the processing requirements that the solution needs, and on the horizontal is the speed of detection. So as you can see, we are the solution that less processing requirements needs, but also we are the fastest. And then as for accuracy, in order to pass the NIST test, you need to have a percentage of accuracy less than 0.0285. In our case, we were able to achieve 0.0027. Okay, so this is one of the solutions that is very differentiating from other solutions available on the market. So here we have one device, this is kind of like an access control device. It's a plug and play solution, which includes two 3D camera, has a speaker, has also a microphone, and then also can handle a database up to 20,000 people. Okay. This is this solution. I mean, you can access, I mean, you can manage this device through either any device that is connected on the network, so through a mobile, a smartphone, or tablet, or laptop, or whatever. Okay, it's compatible with OSDP and WIGAN, so we are pretty much compatible with all the main access control platforms. Also detects tailgating. Okay, so in case that someone's tried to enter right behind a person that is authorized to, we will detect it. It can work indoors and outdoors. and then also has the anti-spoofing. As I said before, this device has a 3D camera, so this will allow us to differentiate or distinguish between a real face and a non-real face. When I say non-real face is whenever it's just trying to supplant the identity of one person with a picture, with an image on a mobile, or with a video on a mobile. So the system is going to be able to differentiate between a real face and a non-real face, okay? And then also is very fast on the access control. We can here guarantee between 30 to 40 people per minute, okay? So this is very fast access control device. So from the analytics point of view, what can we offer? We can do demographic analysis. So for example, imagine that you want to do an analysis of the people that enters into your offices. So we can do a demographic, so we can know that by gender and by age, okay? Also, we can manage the queuing time, the dwell time. This is also very important. How much time, what is the average time that each one of the customers inside your office spends inside your office, okay? And then also, of course, we can have, from the facial recognition, we can have access control, VIP, or subscription and activation of new customers, recognition of suspects, okay? So here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a video on how this scan device works.
Introducing SaferScan, the first full-featured intelligent biometric access control edge solution priced for broad-based applications. SaferScan is fast and touchless to expedite safe pedestrian traffic. And SaferScan works as well in outdoor locations as it does inside, even in challenging lighting conditions. SaferScan's advanced algorithms and 3D liveness ensure accurate identification and authorized access, while unknown individuals will be rejected, and real-time alerts are automatically issued if tailgating is detected. Management reports capture every entry for audit and compliance reviews. A self-contained PoE solution, SaferScan is also fast and easy to install. Plus, SaferScan works with leading access control platforms. High-performance biometric access control made affordable.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the first solution that we have, which is the data loss prevention, which is called Reveal.
Only with SaferScan.
Okay. This is a solution that was the winner of the U.S. Cyber Command. Okay, this is the command from the FBI, which is in charge of the cybersecurity. Out of the 10 categories, we were winners of 7 of them, including the overall solution. Also is a JITC certified and is also compliant with the NITF, and was also the winner of the Cybersecurity Awards in 2021. Okay, so here what this solution offers. Okay, basically here what we do is we sit down with the company, we generate or we figure out the IT policy of the company. Okay, so that means what we do is we monitor all the activity on all the workstations that are connected to the network. Okay, so we elaborate this IT policy, and then what we do is just monitor all the workstations and make sure that none of them breaches the IT policy that we have been certified. So what we do is, what can we do? I say we can do a limited number of monitoring solutions. So here, basically, I'm putting some examples. So in case that someone is printing a document that is not authorized to, someone does a screenshot, someone is downloading not authorized documents, or someone is trying to save on a pen drive some documents that is not authorized either. So accessing to browsers that has no relationship with the business, or accessing to applications you're not authorized to, and so on. So here, what we do is we download this software into each one of those workstations. We monitor the activity, even if the keyboard of those workstations. And then this software, what it does is, besides detecting, also reports to kind of like a dashboard where you can view on real time what is the activity of all the workstations that are connected to the network. But besides detecting, we also can interact. So we can isolate the workstations, block the activity, reboot, or do a screenshot so we can demonstrate to the employee that he was breaching the IT policy. Okay, and we can lock the workstation, so in case that a virus comes in, doesn't spread out throughout the rest of the network. Okay, finally, the solution that we're gonna be talking about is this OnTrace, which is the people tracking and statistics. This is a device. Also, we can offer the cameras. The cameras are connected on the roof, are deployed on the roof. And here, basically, what we do is we are tracking the people, counting people. And also what we do is we interact with the management system so we can come out with efficiency or efficiency ratios, okay? This solution can work on the cloud, and also can work on premise. And here I'm gonna show you, this is an example of the dashboard. So for example, this is more into retail, but also can be used on the banking. So for example, here we have 4 shops, Barcelona, Lisbon, Paris, and Madrid, okay? So during this given date, which is one day, we have 1,371 visits, okay? So it's a 5% less than the previous day. Out of these people, 1,192 were adults, 179 were child. And this is unit of sales. This is how many references these people that came in bought, okay? This is the average people that is inside of each one of the shops, okay? And the average time that they spend inside the shop. This is how many tickets out of the people that came in bought. So we generated 411 tickets out of the 1,300 people that came in. Okay, so this is the conversion rate, which is 34.5% of the people that come in buy, and then the ratio of references that were sold is almost 53%. Okay, here is the queue management. So how many people went through the queues? 146. What is the average number of people on queue? There is just 1 person. The average time that they spend on queue is 25.2 seconds. And then there is 17 abandons. That is people that abandon the queue, okay? Okay, and then here what you can see, this is the street tracking. Okay, so here what we do is through the Wi-Fi connection, what we do is we can figure out how many people pass by the door of the office or of the shop. So in this case, there were 30,800 people that passed by. Okay, 4.4% of the people came into the shop. 11.6 repeated. That means that on the past already came into the shop, and then 2.5% of the people went to the different shop of the same brand or the different office from the same company. Okay. And then here is the dashboard. So here what we can do is we can compare, like for example, for a different period. So we can do, the people traffic, the people that pass by through the door, how many visits, okay, and then also what were the tickets, and then also what you can do is you can compare shop by shop by the criteria that you're interested in. Okay, so this will be all the different solutions that we can offer for the banking sector. Okay, right now here I would like to share a few success cases that we have done. On the law and defense and law enforcement, we work with the FBI. We have deployed the VMS with artificial intelligence and also the cybersecurity solution. With the NATO, we are in charge of the access control on the NATO headquarters in Brussels. We deployed our security system on the Saudi Arabia Air Force military bases, and then also on the Spanish Navy and Air Force. We are also in charge of all the perimeter surveillance. On the oil and gas, we work with companies such as Saudi Aramco. We are the the standard solution for the perimeter surveillance, always as long as goes embedded into the axis cameras. We work with CEPSA. We do all their facilities. We are in charge of their perimeter surveillance. On telecommunications, we work with companies such as AT&T in the United States, Etisalat at the Emirates, Facebook and Hitachi. And then critical infrastructures, we do Madrid International Airport, Trillo nuclear plant. Okay, on the banking sector, we have the work with Santander, with CaixaBank, which are the two largest banks here in Spain. Samba, it's a bank in Saudi Arabia, and it's also HSBC in Brazil. We have deployed the face recognition solution for access control. Okay, and then as for the traffic or people analytics, I mean, we have deployed the system in the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, Sagrada Familia, which is one of the most visited cathedrals in the world. We also do the people tracking, shopping centers here. We do a few of them. And then also on the retail, we will Levi with Levi's, Jack Jones, like Pepefone, Samsung, Vodafone, Adidas, PepsiCo. So, and then from the distribution point of view, we have global agreements with Anixter and ADI, Ingram Micro, and ScanSource or Incomex, it's called right now. Okay, and Tech Data. And then also we work with all the major installers around the world. So this will be all the different solutions that we can offer for the banking sector. Here you have my contact details, my telephone and my email address. In case that you would like to go more in deep over any of the solutions that we just introduced you can contact me, or you can book a conference call through the website, or you can request a demo through the website, or you can send me an email. Also, it's very important for you to know that the price of the license includes the configuration, setup, and fine-tuning. So this is a turnkey solution. So the system integrator doesn't have to worry about how to install the system, because we can also do it. And then, as I said before, also the licenses can be perpetual, or it can be a subscription model. So depending on what the model you're interested, we can adjust to it. So in case that you guys have any questions, you can either do it through the chat, or you can activate your microphone, and then you can ask me any questions that you like to. So any questions, please go ahead. Well, thank you very much, Mohammed. Okay, we have here Alexis asking if the licenses are perpetual. We have two types of licenses. It can be either perpetual, that means you buy and you own the license, or you can have the subscription model. That means you hire or you buy the licenses for a period of time. So it can be 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever. Okay, but you have both models. Can you please share the session record via email? Yes, Mohammed, we're gonna share at the probably tomorrow or the Monday, the latest. You will have a link to the video of today's webinar, and also a copy of the presentation. No one has any questions? Thank you, Alexis. Okay, well, in case that there is no more questions, we're going to leave today's webinar here. Once again, thank you very much for attending to today's webinar. I hope that all these different solutions that we introduced to you, you can find, you can see potential on it, and then potential synergies between the two companies. And then, as I said before, in case that you need any further information from us, please feel free to contact. Okay, here you have my contact details, which I'm gonna leave here. And then, all right, well, let's keep in touch. Thank you very much, and have a good day and great weekend. Thank you. Bye bye.